All right, so I'm going to be back testing the Sterling trade strategy. It's called STS. I'm kind of just going to be showing you guys that it works, over 10 trades through any market conditions. You're literally just trading high time frame candles, following market structure, and you're entering on the low time frame with my confirmation entry. So yes, I created this. I created this strategy for. It's been 11 months where I'm literally trading hourly candles because we're only trading for like an hour. So what I do is I get my bias over the daily, the 4 hour. Make sure we don't run into any high time frame PD arrays. We're gonna go to. All right, we're gonna start here. I like a challenge. It's 6 p.m. I usually trade during the volume spike strictly. So we're gonna go to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. and then the cutoff time for my trading is 10 o'clock because that's when volume is significantly lowered. So we're gonna do 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Also, strict trading time so we don't overtrade. Tilt can take losses if we need to take a loss. All right, so looking at this daily time frame, we're at all-time highs. We're shooting straight up. We could get minor pullbacks. So I'm gonna go down to my 4 hour now. Same thing, honestly. It's not much you can really trade here, but yeah, let's see. Okay, now we're down to our hourly. We're gonna kind of see what's going on here. All right, now from here we're going to our 5 minute, and we're just analyzing the charts until our trade time. Okay, boom, it's 8 o'clock. So with my strategy, I'm using market structure. We're bullish, higher highs, and I'm trading this 8 o'clock candle. So how can we trade a candle? You're literally just looking at how the candle form. Did the previous candle wick out? Yes, it did. It's actually a doji. What can this candle possibly do? And so I'll even mark out this candle here. We could get some rejection into this candle and then manipulate higher after that. So that's also why I trade until 10 o'clock. So we're going to see. All right, so looking at this candle, we're probably going to continue higher. I'm going to enter this with 10 micros. We're going to buy 10. Stop loss is at the previous low. Oh, this is kind of expensive. Whoa. I forgot we were in a premium. I'm used to price action now. Okay, that's my whole account. Well, we better hope this trade goes our way. And then we're just going to put it out on 1, 2. All right, now I will be break even because of how far we are into profit. And then boom, that's take profit hit. Trade number 1. Now the account is up 3.6K. All right, we're going to go to our next Asia session. I'm going to drag my lines back to 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Bang. Okay, so now I kind of see that we manipulated lower. We go to our daily, we get our daily bias. We tapped into a daily fair value gap. I'm gonna delete this. 4 hour. 4 hour rejected this area, but we're still holding bullish. So we can kind of assume that our next hourly is going to be bullish in some way. So what do we need to see when that happens? Manipulation inside of this hourly candle with our entry confirmation. Our entry confirmation is a CISD or a inverse price leg. I like to say inverse price leg because it explains it a little better, meaning if we want to be bearish, right? I have to see something bearish happen. I have to see one of these bullish price legs get completely inverse, which happens right here. We completely inverse this price leg, and I would trade continuation looking at the reaction of the little time frame candles. This completely inverse this candle. We came up, we're still holding this inverse bearish price leg, and we ended up inversing a 5 minute fair value gap. That would have been a good entry, stop above the high, and then it went lower. So that is what I mean when I say inverse price leg. So we want to see something bullish happen here. Looking at our time, looking at our hourly candle, make sure we're paying close attention. Okay, we're now diving into this hourly candle. We're diving into this hourly candle. So what can we expect? This to put in a bottom wick and then go higher. So we're gonna watch that. Okay. What do we have here? We have an inverse fair value gap. We dove into that candle. Now we're gonna enter with less micros because that was expensive. Our stop is going to be at the low of this candle. We're targeting now that higher level. And then that's take profit hit. That is take profit hit. The strategy is unbeatable, I'm telling you. All right, now we're going to the next Asia session. We're going to drag our little sticks here. And you don't really have to enter at 8 p.m. if the candle's already telling you a good story. But Asia session usually moves slow at a certain time. You can get an entry. It doesn't have to be strictly this time, but the strict cutoff time is 10 p.m. All right, so what can we see here? We're going to the daily time frame. All right, this daily candle like it's rejecting this bullish daily candle. All right, looking at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is fairly bullish. So I'm honestly expecting some type of manipulation. Let me see on the hourly. Some type of manipulation into this price leg here for us to be bullish. So let's go ahead and see how this hourly starts forming. Okay, we became bearish pretty quickly. We might manipulate from this gap in the market. That must be a new week's opening gap. No, it's actually a Tuesday, okay? So that gap in the market could act as a fair value gap and push us higher. It's an imbalance in the market. Price likes to fill it, liquidate orders, and then push us higher. So let's see. Also, we're watching how the reaction in this candle. Okay, looks like we're ready to pump up a few points. We're breaking these two candles here. Let's see. We want to make sure this isn't a sweep. And then that candle is holding fairly bullish. So we're going to take a shot at these. I'm at these longs, sorry. Stop is at the low. Already targeting. A few points higher. We're going to break even now. Bang. TP hit. The strat is undefeatable. And as long as you're literally following what the candles are showing you on a high time frame, because that's the true story, why not trade those high time frame candles? And that is why this strategy is literally unbeatable. This is the Sterling's trade strategy. You're literally just trading market structure in the 1 hour candle with entry confirmation, which means an invalidation of a price leg. What did we do? We invalidated this bearish price leg here. We invalidated this bearish price leg. We closed strongly above it. The hourly is literally showing you where it wants to go, and then it shot straight up. And we just built a $2,000 account to $6,000. And that's literally how I trade. That's literally how I've been getting payouts. That's literally how I trade. And it's so simple. It's so simple. Let's see. Let's go to one more Asia session. Let's go to one more Asia session. Let's test it out. All right. So what can we see here? Let's come higher. Also, you don't want to target big RR. You want to be in and out the market. You don't want to be in the markets for too long. All right. We getting our daily bias. We're rejecting on the daily. So we might be manipulating lower into this candle here. So now we're going to go to the 4 hour time frame. Same thing. Manipulation into this candle here. So that level could be our target for take profit. I can automatically see that we're in a 5-minute bearish FVG. And then I'm going to go to my hourly time frame here. What do we see on the hourly? Same thing, rejection. So now we're going to take our two lines. We're going to go to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. and then 10 p.m. Right, bang. And what are we doing? We're waiting for these hourly candles to show us what they want to do. Okay, 5-minute immediately dropped lower. We got rejection back higher. This hourly candle does not want to go up. Okay, we're getting a push higher. We didn't get really any confirmations that we wanted to be bearish because we're still holding this bullish price wick. So let's see. We're coming back into this wick where there was strong seller rejection. So now we just want to see an inverted price leg or an inverse fair value gap, proving that we want to be bearish. Okay. This is perfect. This is at 8 o'clock. And so what can we do here? Wait for a retracement because the RR is pretty big for that. Okay, retracement, looking at our hourly candle. It's failing to reject. We're not entering that. Okay, this looks pretty good actually for longs. Rejection back lower. Still looking at that candle. Rejection higher again. All right, so this was looking like a no trade day. We wouldn't have taken any trades. This is a no trade day. We waited for rejection. We waited for the pullback. The pullback was too strong, and then it consolidated up here. And then, as you can see, there's no volume. There's no volume after that. Ultimately, we probably did come back up higher or dropped. Yeah. So this would have been a no trade day. A no trade day. It's okay to not trade. Strong pull into this area. And what I used to do, I used to force trade. Sometimes I still do force trades. I'm not scared to admit that, but honestly, it leads to stuff like this. You see that it's not right in the market, it leads to stuff like this, and a no trade day is considered a win. So boom, we kept inversing different price legs that didn't really make sense, and the hourly candles weren't really, they didn't have any intention to where they wanted to go. But that is it for this video. I was just showing you guys my strategy, how I trade. This is the STS strategy, the strategy that will make me millions. If you guys want to use my strategy, go for it. It's so easy to use. And all we're trading is market structure. Are we making higher highs, higher lows? Did we have a breaker structure or did we sweep that high? Are we making lower lows, lower highs? Did we have a breaker structure lower or did we just sweep that low? And how to tell the difference is when you sweep something, you leave a wick. You don't necessarily close price below that level or above that level. So when we have a breaker structure, price is closing above another level. Now, when we're sweeping a level, price leaves a wick and comes back into that level, showing that it doesn't want to continue any higher. It just needed that liquidity at that area to make a move lower. So knowing the difference between a breaker structure and a liquidity sweep, and then understanding high time frame market structure and just following those high time frame candles, literally what made me so much in payouts in the month of July alone. So if you guys want to use my strategy, go for it. But I hope this video provided the information you needed to use the STS strategy. It's so simple. It's so easy. Do not make it complicated. Do not make it difficult. These make it look like you have really big wigs here. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm off here.